When you say Hunter Valley Resort, you think it's a place where you're going to lay your head down and go to sleep. And I'll get a great meal, and I'll have a nice glass of wine and maybe use that as my base to explore the area. What we've tried to do is that we've created an experiential venue. Wine is our cornerstone. I mean, that's what we live off. The Hunter Valley has a lot to offer. Now, when you bring back to what we have here, we're saying, try and experience that. Come up here. Come and talk with our winemakers, our small family winemakers, the guys that really are passionate about what they're creating in a glass for you, the customer. Ask them the questions that you can't ask them when you're sitting in an audience of 60 to 100 people. What we are trying to do here is to say to the winemaker, pull out from your experience, talk about where you've come from. Why are you the winemaker? Why are you in wine? What is it that you're trying to create? The questions that are being asked by the consumer around the table are questions that the winemaker's never been asked before. Now, where did you start? How did you start? What made you go into this business? And they're the questions you can't ask when you're in an audience of 100 people. When I came here 26 years ago, there was 3 restaurants, there was 20 wineries, and maybe 6 places to stay. Today, there are 3,000 beds, there's 5 balloon companies, there's 140 wineries, 70 restaurants, there's a zoo now, there is cheese companies, chocolate. There is so much going on. We are Sydney's playground. If you're living in Sydney and you want a playground to play in, Hunter Valley's for you. Well, we are 2 hours easy drive north from Sydney on the M1 motorway. A lot of customers will do the triangular route, which includes the Blue Mountains, or you can trip up through to Byron Bay and Coffs Harbour using the Hunter Valley as a stopover. Go across to Port Stephens to see the dolphins, or into Newcastle for the beaches and the local airport. The new way to Hunter Valley, though, is via the wine train. The wine train leaves Sydney Central Railway Station every morning at 9 o'clock in the morning and gets through to the Hunter Valley at lunchtime. It's a great journey. You get to see the Hawkesbury River. You cross over and get to see where the Sydney rock oysters come from. It's a fantastic journey. Now, Hunter Valley Resort is my family's business. We've had it for 2 generations. It's a beautiful place. All our rooms are on the ground floor. There's only 35, including our 2-bedroom cottage, which has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. We have our spa cottages, which have got a kitchenette and a beautiful big bathroom with a double spa bath. All our guest rooms are on the ground floor and they're 4-star rated. You can see here, this is where we do our wine tastings. My wines are available through my cellar door, and we have our brew house where you get to try my 12 different beers as well. Also on site is our wine theatre, where we do an education through the vineyard, and you get to do a tutorial of the different wines that we have for you to try. We also have our wine school and our cooking schools. Great activities for families or small groups travelling together. Our wine candy making classes are fantastic for mum and dad and kids, where you get to make Rocky Road. Get on our segways and do the backcountry tour. Fantastic view of the Broken Back Ranges. Fun for all ages. Also our horse riding, we're the only ones in Pecolbin doing that. See our petting zoo, kangaroos, wombats, sheep, goats. Take our walking trail. See sunrise. Such a beautiful place.